Behind me is the Delaware County Courthouse, which is in Media, Pennsylvania. It's called Media because Latin medius means center, and we're in the center of Delaware County. This is also the terminus of the Route 101 trolley. At the Media terminus of the 101 trolley line, there's this little bus shelter, which is nice, but the bus shelter has seen much better days. It's full of graffiti, old tape, and this old book I found, super random, full of water because of the rain. Not the best first experience. But after about 10 minutes, the trolley came, and we were on our way to the least used trolley stop on the 101 line and also the least used rail station stop on all of SEPTA. The line runs from Media, Pennsylvania, all the way to the 69th Street Transportation Center, where you can make the transfer to continue to Center City or other parts of the region. Thank you. Alright, I've made it to the least used station on the Trolley 101 line. This is actually the least used station on the entire SEPTA system. It gets 6 riders per weekday in 2018, I believe. So that makes me like 16% of this station's total ridership today, which is pretty funny. And there's a reason why it's the least used. It's in the middle of absolute nowhere. So in this shot right here is the entire station. It is literally like 40 feet long, pretty much as long as the trolleys themselves. And there's a little bench, non-hostile, so if you want to sleep there at night, you could in theory, probably not technically legal. You got this little covering, which is nice for the elements on those cold winter days. You have the classic trolley sign, Paper Mill Road, SEPTA 101, makes sense. Is that tape? There's tape on there. Yeah, it's old. It's SEPTA. No cap. You got the legal signs, and then here is where it gets weird. So, in Pennsylvania, if there's not a sign like that, you can legally cross. So you'll see them all across Pennsylvania, especially rural Pennsylvania, where they don't want you crossing. So legally, the only way out of this station is here or here. It's not exactly pedestrian friendly, let's say. All right, crossing the tracks. Let's see if there's anything over here. So here we have the Springfield Trail. Oh man, this is a little sus because it was super rainy last night, so I'm sure you'd want boots if you were actually going to climb this trail. But my dad actually grew up somewhere over here, and he grew up in Springfield. He went to Springfield High School, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool to be back in his proverbial backyard. Quick tip, if you ever see a railroad crossing system not working and there's an emergency, or even if it's just not working and a train comes through, there should always be a phone number to call, and then you can tell the system that there's a problem and they can hopefully get it fixed. So legally you can't cross here or on the other side of the tracks, but walking down here is also pretty sus because cars come up this road pretty quickly, and there's a little blind spot there, so it's almost like the legal thing is less safe than just crossing over here at the tracks. Doesn't make any sense why it's not legal. So Paper Mill Road is the road over there, but it's connected to Smedley Park right here, which right now is a bit flooded because of the heavy rain last night, but hey, transit accessible green space is great for people, especially in the city, who can't really afford to drive all the way out here. All right, so way over there is the station, and about a 10-minute walk is this whole park thingy, or a shade garden, it looks like it's called. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's here, and it's pretty nice except for the constant noise of Interstate 295, something like that. I don't know exactly. You also notice here that the lights are just normal traffic lights that turn red when a train comes. It's not the normal ding-dongs. So SEPTA recently released 2023 data for their routes. So as you can see here, the route gets about 3,800 riders per weekday. That is still a bit less than before COVID, but it is slowly coming back. You can also see that the operating ratio is also lower than before COVID, unfortunately. And you can also see up here that the trains run around every 20 minutes, a little better during rush hour. Alright, before this video ends, I'd like to give the station a X out of 10 rating. The station is nothing fancy. It's pretty much the opposite, but I give it a solid 5 out of 10. It's there for people who need it. It's there to access the park. The only thing I really don't like is leaving the station just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel allowed. Technically, there is only one way to leave it, and it just feels kind of dangerous. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.